Abed Harb is one of the protest's organizers. There are many reasons why he, along with other Lebanese, have taken to the streets. This is about condemning the state of the economy. The government's repeated failures to provide basic services like electricity, the rise in school fees, the high pollution levels, and the recent decision to suspend subsidized loans provided by the government's housing bank.
Suspending the housing loan is catastrophic for those who were planning to get married. Thousands of Lebanese have now postponed their weddings because of this. People are already struggling and they can't afford the normal interest rates. I'm one of them.
The property market is now stagnant. Apartments are vacant. Some people made down payments and say they can no longer continue to pay without receiving the loan. Developers, too, are unable to complete projects because of a shortage in cash.
The real estate drives the economy because we're talking about an important chunk of the GDP, because we're not talking only about contractors and developers, but we're talking about a host of service providers. When the real estate goes, everything goes.
Lebanon's economy is far from healthy. Shops are closing down. Government revenue can't keep up with spending. More than 70% goes to paying public sector salaries and debt servicing. International donors have pledged $11 billion in loans and grants to Lebanon for infrastructure and economic projects. But first, Lebanon's government must implement fiscal reforms and reduce the budget deficit, which, according to economists, is growing 5 times faster than the economy. But to implement reforms, there needs to be a government. Politicians are still fighting over ministerial portfolios weeks after parliamentary elections. We want a government, these protesters say, but they are demanding new faces.
We've been suffering actually for the past couple of years with the economic situation, and it's been going backwards for the past couple of years. Right now, we can barely make a living.
The World Bank says Lebanon loses $10 billion a year to corruption. Enough is what they chant, but it's not the first time the Lebanese have raised their voices, and it's not clear if this time they will be heard. Zana Khuder, Al Jazeera, Beirut.